Hey yo, it's Guido coming at you with Tactics Talk. Welcome back, guys. Thanks for tuning in as always. I do appreciate your support of the channel. Keep it coming. Keep those replays coming, all that good stuff. Who do we have here? We got Ziggurat. Ziggurat is back in his UDES 16. Platooned with who? Unspotted. Unspotted, but we see him. There he is. The enemy does not see him. I think we've seen Ziggurat and Unspotted beforehand, or maybe I just watched this video. Oh, you know what? I've watched this. It's not a video, it's a replay, is it? I'm making a video. It will be a video. Right now, it's a replay. Through the magic of editing, you will have a video. But it's Unspotted and Ziggurat, and they come up here in their UDES 16 platoon. You know, I wasn't very friendly to the UDES 16 when I did what did I do? The review. That's what I did. That's the word, review. Early onset Alzheimer's is a son of a gun, fellas. It's a son of a gun. Looks like Zig's going to come up here. The T-44 takes a hit. He rams the T-92. Now we're going to come up here and do some UDES dreams. You know, the UDES dreams of being hulled down. It just loves it. So he's got a Pantera. Does need to be careful. Watch as he comes in here. This happens a couple times. When he zooms in and goes slow, he has to engage the hydraulics. There it is, right there. It's a little ungainly sometimes when you're moving back and forth. But he made it work. The M449 is there. There's quite a few guys. Ooh, see how he didn't really have his gun on him? Plus, I think you came out a little early there, Zig. You ate a shot you didn't want to eat, I think. And a track, so we don't quite get there. Again, he's fighting that hydraulic just a little bit. It doesn't have a whole lot of depression. I think it's 6 and 6, as I recall. You got 6 degrees without the hydraulics, and then it gets 6 degrees more. But look at those bounces because of the angles. Nice bounces because of the angles. Now he's got a 100.01. That's a lot of armor coming on in here. Looks like Unspotted is spotted, and he's got... Ooh, look at that. Just fighting that crazy hydraulics. I did mention it on the review. I think it's... The hydraulic system is kind of a net negative based on the way the game is played. And this is a great example of it right here because the game is so hold down right now on all these different spots where people know they can fight hold down. It's very difficult for the UDES, especially if he's got to do a maneuvering fight, to come forward and backwards here. Whereas you notice the M449 just has his gun pointed down and he's good to go. The 100 has just decided to go right. I don't know what that was all about, but anyway, he challenged them and lost. Unspotted ends up with the kill. And we got a 1-2 ball game, folks. 1-2 ball game. No artillery has come down and shot at our heroes. That's a little odd. Looks like he's... Oh, that was nicely done. Nice wait. It looked like the guy was tracked. Ziggurat just waited for that guy to fix it, and then as soon as he backed out, he got that lower plate, and the enemy is all over the cap. Looks like Zig understands that. Unspotted is already going back, and the artillery is in big trouble, and all of a sudden we're 1 and 5. We're 1 to 5. This is not good. This is not good at all. Down goes some artillery. Both lights are all over the other artillery. Down goes the other artillery. And we got a serious problem here, folks. Serious problem. So, looks like Zig's going to head back this way. Unspotted has moved back to the cap. Looks like he's trying to take out the lights. ELC even 90. I don't know what he's doing. Looks like he's spotting or hanging out in the corner. They got a lot of work to do, though. It's 4 to 8. We'll come back up here. Looks like the M449 is anchoring that corner for a minute. He's probably safe for a bit. Zig has found a T10 out in the open. Oh, this should go very poorly for him. The T10, I mean. There we go. A shot, a track, damage, and the spotting. Fantastic. Or not the spotting, but the assist. They finally get in there and get rid of those 2 scouts and even this thing up a little bit, 6 to 9. The M449 is still alive. That's good. Unspotted is on the cap. The 50 TP prototype is all that's left down there on the ramp, keeping their heavies. And there's a Sturv 103 lurking around. The enemy has a lot of firepower. They well outgun what's left on Zig's team. Well outgun. But the UDES is a sneaky tank, so let's see what these guys can do. Look where Unspotted's going. I've used that spot a couple times lately in last-ditch defenses. If you can get up there, you can actually back away from the few little bushes that are up there and do a pretty good job of staying unspotted until you get very close. So it's not a bad spot. Unfortunately, artillery is aware of it, so you do tend to take I don't know, unaimed or unspotted or whatever you want to call it, shots as they start to realize you're tearing them up from that bush up there. Down goes the M449. So it looks like they have organized themselves. They've got a Conway, the Pantera's still there, and who knows where that T-44 is. The 50 TPPR has survived, and he is falling back. We'll see if he actually gets away. And the Sturv is unaccounted for, as is the T-28. The T-28 has not made his presence known yet, plus there are 2 artillery. So Zig has no artillery, fewer tanks, and a lot less hitting power. So this is a precarious position here, but he is in a good spot for controlling this approach. Now the question is, can he take them down as they push, or will he disintegrate once he gets seen? Looks like he decided to maybe leave. Probably stand there. There you go. He's moving back a little bit to try to use that bush a little better. I'm not sure that's exactly going to do it, but we'll see. The even 90 snuck through and then died. Oh, the even 90 was about to get in there and work over the artillery. That would have been good, but unfortunately that sacrifice did nothing for them and took away their best eyes, so they're in even worse shape at this point. And now the even 90 is clicking. He's clicking on unspotted. Hey, name checks out, dude. He's in the bush. There we go. Name checks out. He's unspotted. Get that. That looked like an auto end. That was a little bit odd. Oh, and you can't quite kill him. Leave him 23 hit points. 23 hit points. Rolled a 374, so again, a little high roll in there. A little higher roll would have been nice. T-44, for some reason, decides to drive in and see if he can get hit as much as possible. Mission accomplished. He just about took a lethal dose. I'm surprised he hasn't been hit again. Must be just in the bushes enough. This is kind of dangerous. If that Conway comes around the corner and sees you, you may end up getting annihilated. It looks like Unspotted has decided to go forward. So he's moving up to a bush there. The 50 TPPR is... There's a couple more bushes right there, so I think he's just backing up unspotted. Now we've got a 6 to 11. 6 to 11, so a 4v what, 9? 4v9. We're gonna wait. Let's just, everyone just take a deep breath. Just take a deep breath and relax. I'm sure this will all be fine. So not unspotted, but who is this? Ziggurat. He's actually running food. Is that the small X? What is that stuff? What do we got here? This is, oh no, it's coffee with cinnamon buns. I was thinking the Czech tanks. This is a Swede. They're not uncivilized. They have coffee and cinnamon buns. I do support that. I do support that. We're sitting at 2,119 damage, 402 spotting. This is, I remember this now when I watched this replay. I was curious as to why it was taking so long for the enemy team to push in here. Look at T-44 just rushes forward and shoots. He's not even zoomed. And he did that without being spotted. And maybe that's why the old enemy team did not want to rush forward. And it looks like Unspotted has decided to go back to the bush up there. There's the T-28. It just took him that long to get there. So he showed up. Conway is here. So this is interesting. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it looks like, yep, he's just going to push forward and get rid of this Conway. The Conway probably knows he's in trouble. Else he'd have pushed up and done something. He eats a shot, but I think that was the right move right there. Gets rid of the Conway, and so now his 6 o'clock is not as in danger, although there is still a T-44 potentially, depending on if the T-44 has moved around the map somewhere. That did cost him a hit, 583. Less options, definitely less options, but the T-28 is just pushing hard up onto the cap, and all of a sudden the 5120 shows up and tries to get away, but eats it. Nicely done. Took a chance there. 5120 tried to get away instead of just firing one off. I wonder if it was on a reload or something. I'm sort of surprised he didn't just pickle there. And now the T-44 lethal dose is getting pushed. There we go. Auto aim? Oh, it did not let you down. Nice velocity, I would say, then on that Swedish gun. And down goes the T-28 and the 50 TPPR. Well, that changes things. And all of the sudden, just like that, there's an advantage for the green. Advantage green. The 103 is definitely a problem. And I'm curious as to why he did not move up and support. But he didn't show up. Had he showed up on that ramp and supported those guys that pushed in, and maybe even moved forward to one of those little hills there at about D0 or so, man, that would have changed everything. And all of a sudden, how on earth did the T-44... That surprised me. I have no idea how he got there. We're just going to wait, and down he goes. Nice zoomed shot. Cover, yeah, I would do this. Cover up on these rocks. Keep the arty from hitting me. And look at this, folks. And it looked like an absolute loss on the way in. Please support my push, T-44. Here comes Unspotted, doing great work over at the cap. Cleaned all that push up down there. And I really just to find this Sturb 103. Where is this guy? Where is this guy? We'll come up over here, take a look. Hopefully they're talking, because it is going to take a few moments for our hero to get around here and get back over to where Unspotted is. So Zig's got to come off that hill, come around this corner. There is that big pit there, so going around it is a bit of a problem. The 50 TPR, PR, thing made it through. The T-44 supported him. It looks like Zig's going to actually come hey diddle diddle right up the middle here. So this is a good move. Now we've got him pinched. Looks like Unspotted. Has Unspotted taken any damage? Nope. He still hasn't found the Sturb. Down goes the 40-43. That's good. There's the Sturb. Oh, he fell all the way back into that back little corner. There's a divot right there. That's a great spot for a Sturb. But a great spot for that Sturb would have been up supporting their push. Great spot for him would have been up supporting the push. This is hold down versus hold down. Look at the Swede battle going on here. Looks like, take a look. It doesn't quite get there. There's a GW Tiger P, but where is he? Doesn't seem to have a shot on Unspotted. Otherwise, you'd think that he would have taken that shot already. Because Unspotted is still full hit points. Now we're just tracking this guy down. There he is. Just missed. Yeah, I think we need to prioritize this dude. Get rid of him. There we go. Get some really weird bounces off of those things. So if you have a chance to kill him, definitely take him down. And look at that. 3,583, 907 assist. 6 kills between the platoon. But nice job. Definitely a carry by that platoon. Saved that game. Working in the north. Rest of the team folds, falling back, supporting each other. Fantastic game, guys. Thanks for sending this in. Lots to learn here for everybody else. Appreciate the support of the channel, and we will see ya.